Hello! God, I've been lazy with Ruth lately. Ever since I took her up to the mountains. I haven't been working on her when I should, and I kind of feel like shit for it, but oh well, I guess. I mean, I really have to get that exhaust finished, but I got a month, right? So if you guys aren't familiar with the reason why I have a month to do it is the Georgia meetup is May 28th this year, and it's going to be hosted over at Cycle Gear in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And I will be going to that shit because it is going to be fucking dope. I'm excited. I'm not actually going to be able to be there immediately on time. I may end up missing the ride, but I don't know yet. I haven't. God, the wind is bad today. I may end up missing the ride time, but I'll be there to hang out with everybody, and I'm going to do the pre-meet on the day before. But I've got a wedding to go to early that morning, so we'll see how everything plays out. Anyways, we have about a month, a little under a month actually, and it's going to be nuts. I actually just got my Teespring shirt for it yesterday, and I'm kind of up in the air about whether or not I'm going to wear that or if I'm going to wear the Bomb Squad shirt, but we'll see. You guys will know who I am anyways. But I am, however, going to take this exit instead. Oh, I'm not highway riding the whole time. That is one thing I've been really excited about these bars, is how well it rides during the highway compared to what it used to. I hate that bump, man. That shit sucks. Hello, coppers. Please do not be mean to me. The meetup will be a lot of fun. I'm trying to get Ruth done ahead of time, but we'll see how that works out. I don't know if it's going to happen just because the exhaust I'm building is actually going to be really complicated, but we'll see. If not, I will definitely be there on Relena. I would like to bring both bikes, but I don't think that's going to happen either. I've got a couple buddies that may be searching for rides, so we'll see. Long story short, if Tessa's exhaust isn't finished, she'll just be straight pipes, and you guys can deal with it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I got her carbs balanced and tuned properly now, and that's a relief because long after I did the engine, I was planning on redoing the carbs because they're the stock ones from the original motor, and that guy is pulling out into the street. Oh, good. The cop isn't behind me anymore. So they were long overdue for not really repairs, but some upgrades. And because I freed up the air intake and also the exhaust, I had to rebalance them and rejet them and all the shitty carb talk. But man, I'm excited. It's getting closer. And I'm not even, I'm excited for the meetup. Don't get me wrong. I love being able to meet everybody who follows the channel. But it's crazy, for us motovloggers, it's like a convention for us because we get the chance to meet or hang out with, the one time a year, everybody who we also follow ourselves. Chase and Ramekin being the two that are heading the meetup, so they'll obviously be there. I see those guys all the time, but people like last year, Downshift came out, and Jake the Garden Snake came out, and Do It With Dan came up from down south. So it's nice. It's a lot of fun. We all get to hang out instead of we get to hang out in person instead of just watching each other's videos. I mean, it's a lot like what you guys do. But it's neat. I'm sure at one point or another there will be a motovloggers convention. I know there's YouTube conventions, but YouTube is a huge place, and I would feel, motovlogging is very niche. Oh, I thought I was going to get a light. Motovlogging is very niche, so I would feel like one tiny fish in a sea of massive channels. But it's whatever, I guess. Ooh, turn to the left. Don't kill me. But yeah, so like, there's a couple times where some of the motovloggers that are coming in town early will do hangouts where, you know, they'll invite people over or they'll come stay with us. Like when I had Dan last year, he crashed with us. That was awesome. Especially with that being the first time that I was able to meet him in person. So it's different. It's, you know, we're all fans of each other too. So because we all watch each other's content and, you know, we get to bullshit with each other and fuck around. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Man, this weather's awesome. We've had a little bit of rain lately. It's kind of sucked. And it came from Texas. So, Jake, go fuck yourself. But it's whatever, man. They have a YOLO sticker on their car. I'd say you only low side once, but that's not true at all. I would like to turn right, please. Thank you very much. So I posted something on Instagram the other day that was the proposed render of the final product for Relenas build. And I got a couple of people that were hateful and kind of shitty, which, whatever, I guess. I could have handled the situation a little differently, but, you know, I take pride in what I do, and some people were shitty, and so I just fucking got rid of them. But, long story short, this is it, and it took me a while to build, just, you know, to edit in, because it's all, you know, essentially Photoshop, I guess you could call it. I don't use Photoshop, but I use a program like Photoshop. And I'm really excited about it. There's definitely going to be a couple of tweaks. Like already I'm going to tweak the front headlight bucket. It's going to be 2 vertical ones instead of a single. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And the process, I think, of finally turning that into a tangible product, I think, is what I'm most excited about. Because I've never been able to create something graphically that is as in-depth as that, and then turn around and build it. Ruth and Tessa were both, you know, kind of chop-cut setups. It wasn't really build something. So in that sense, it was a little bit easier. But with the Relena, I'm actually going to be building those fairings. And the fairings are the dark gray and the light gray piece. That's 2 pieces. One's on top of the other one with a little bit of, you know, shadowing and depth and everything. It is kind of Gixxer-esque, which I'm okay with. I mean, Gixxers aren't really that... They're not a bad-looking bike by any means. But that may be subject to change. We'll see. The FC09 is a very angular bike, which is what I like about it. And this design was going to be angular design, but I kind of have a really hard time with doing that. And shadows are typically round unless they're cast with a hard light. Then they'll be edged, and I'm kind of bad at edging and shadowing and lighting all in just one shitty package. So that's what it turned out, and I'm sorry. I tried my best. I really did. I spent a long fucking time on that, and it looks like shit, but it kind of gets the idea across. But that is the proposed idea. I've been trying to play around with it and do a couple of little smaller edits and change this and that, but that's going to end up probably being the final cut, I guess. That's final cut. Interesting. We'll see. Things change as the design goes into play, always. I don't think there's ever been something that was ever designed and then not changed later in production or right before production. The clip-on stay, sorry guys, for those of you who hate it, you're just going to have to suck it up and deal with it, but I love it. It's perfect. It fits exactly what I wanted with the bike, and it's going to continue to be amazing. You guys don't have to ride it, so you guys don't have to deal with it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, honestly. I mean, if you guys hate it, you hate it, whatever. Fuck it. I'll read your comment, but I'm not going to, reply to it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's how it's going to be. But if you guys do like it, and you have any kind of like, constructive criticism is constructive. But if you guys like it, let me know. I mean, I'm excited about it. We'll see what the final result is once it's done. But for now, that's what it looks like. So I'll catch you guys later.